Hello, my friends. Welcome to me proving a point. Today, we are going to justify what I said yesterday. And by yesterday, I guess I actually mean 2 days ago, in putting the noble, the beautiful, the incredibly skillful scout in A tier on that Brood War campaign unit tier list that I made. Some people said I was insane. Some people legitimately were calling the mental asylums. But today I'm going to do what I think is the hardest mission in Protoss, in StarCraft 1 or Brood War. And we're going to do it without building anything on the Terran. We will, build or use these starting units to like be in bunkers or whatever, so whatever, but we're gonna basically play a one-man instead of two-man strategy where we are just harvesting resources with these guys, and we're going to be doing mass scouts against the Overmind himself, who of course, as we know, is the strongest enemy in the game, and we're going to crush it. It's not even going to be close. It's going to be so easy. Usually people are like, oh great, you got to do a challenge run with all the D tier units, that'd be fun. Today we're doing a challenge run with what's legitimately an A tier unit, so I can prove that it is in fact A tier unit. But yeah, we are gonna get bunkers and stuff. I mean, you gotta do something, right? Like this is StarCraft 1. It is a very different beast than StarCraft 2 when it comes to static defense, because the static defense is actually worth building here instead of being dumpster tier lol garbage. No offense to StarCraft 2, but like, seriously. There's a reason that every static defense piece has like 17 different upgrades in co-op, and that reason is not that it was too good beforehand. Alright, we're safe. We got Jimmy. Even Jimmy's gonna be impressed. So, here's my first argument that the Scout is actually good. Who is the most successful combatant historically in StarCraft? It's Artanis, right? He's the one that eventually does all the crazy stuff, and he saves the universe, and he's so powerful and manly and handsome, and he drives a scout to work every day. Doesn't he? Doesn't he? I think he does. And that's my argument. It's gotta be good. Because the scout is so hard to fly. It's like the B-Wing in Star Wars, right? The B-Wing in Star Wars is a really good bomber, but it's just impossible to fly. It's like really complicated and stupid, and that's why I love it so much. And this is exactly the same, in that it is so incredibly difficult to pilot that most people think that the Scout is bad, but in reality, it just has a super high skill cap, and once you get to that skill, it's like you're flying circles around the enemy, dude. Circles. And the circle is the strongest shape, next to the triangle. But the triangle needs other triangles to be strong, where the circle is strong on its own. But I'm not only going to be making one scout, just for anyone who is wondering. I really feel like I have to ramble a lot, because the scout is a unit that requires a lot of finesse and time to build up. And currently I didn't start with a gateway or a cybernetics core, so it's going to take a lot of time for that to get going. Alright, cybernetics core apparently doesn't have the hockey I was looking for, but that's fine. And we are going to get a couple cannons over here, because the scout is so mineral light. Okay, now I'm just lying to your face. Oh, crushed him. What a dumb attack. Yeah, you coming to see the carnage? There's no cars here, it's photon cannons. It would be the cannonage. The cannon that we're going to shoot you out of, nerd. Here, you two here. As I said, we're not building anything more for the Terran. We're just, living our Terran life a little bit. They're effectively a bank. Think of this as Jim P. Morgan. Wait, that was funny. Oh. Yeah. Let's get a couple of these, and then we're going to get the greatest upgrade ever, air weapons. Everybody loves it. Everybody wants to be it. I don't want to get an observer, dude. I don't want to get an observer. I'm going to get a comsat. It's not a unit. I just don't want to get an observer. I don't like him. This is tier list based, right? So I'm gonna be super based and not not get the units that make me sad. 1, 2, 3. I don't know how many Stargates we can afford. I'm gonna hope that it is. I'm gonna hope that it's exactly 3. What I have done is gotten 34 supply worth of stuff on the Terran side. I'm just too lazy to build depots. So they sit there forever now. And scout, scout, scout. Oh, come on. Jim and Kaczynski going on over. Jim, you're not even going to get a kill. You suck. This is why we need scouts. If the scout had the speed upgrade, it would have been able to get over there super fast. And if it got over there super fast, then it actually would have helped. Unlike Jim in the Hyperion, who's bad because he's so slow.
I hear you.
Tassadar gets it?
You have not enough minerals.
We need more minerals. We really do. There's a lot of minerals here, thankfully. This base, on the other hand, is,
You have not enough minerals.
it's not really scout coded. It wasn't designed with the greatest unit of all time in mind. I've really changed this tier list position, haven't it? I went from like low A tier, high B tier to the GOAT within 0.8 seconds, and I don't entirely know how that happened. But I'm ready to start clearing with our boys. Oh gosh, they really do need upgrades, don't they? Is there a base up here? I feel like I've taken a base up here, but I've played so many modded versions. Here we go. Yeah. I thought that. For some reason, whenever that sound effect plays, the doo-doo-doo, I always expect nuclear launch detected. And I started having a meltdown, dude. My brain, like, went on to neuron activation, but not in the good way. In the, like, fight or flight mode activated. Oh my goodness. I don't like that. But we got a comsat. Look at that. There's a base up here, right? Yeah, nailed it. That's a base. It's a base waiting to be built. It just, I'm an old prospector looking at the land, trying to find if there's a good place for oil. And the answer is, I'll probably try to make a base up there and see how it goes. Actually, might not need to. I think I'm going to do the bottom left instead, because that's where more money is. However, it is farther away, which means that we're going to need more scouts so that we can divvy up our forces and defend appropriately. Oh, 5 cannons good? Sure. I think there's a base over here as well. This is a good mission. Its map design is just nice. Oh, you're going to get so supply blocked. Oh no, I got queened. Oh man. Oh, you're going to get so supply blocked. You can't deal with my movement speed. Oh no, I got queen. This is tough. You get scout range though, that's a good upgrade. Alright, we got a couple guys up here. Oh, you thought you were gonna harass me with your Mutalisk? I don't think so. I don't think we supply blocked them that time. Oh, they harassed me with their Mutalisk. I wish I had a scout over here. Unfortunately, I don't. Because I was ensnared. It's really the only counter. Let's be completely honest here. The only counter to the scout is Mr. Big Blasty himself, the queen. I guess it's Mrs. Big Blasty. Or it could be Miss. I don't know her marital status. You can be a queen without a king. Yeah, we're gonna take this base. Now, in theory, what I should be doing... Oh yeah, we don't have to go... Which one? Terran Refinery. Weak Terran engineering with all of their excess Vespene losses. Those losers. Yeah, I get it. We're going to do some real protossery and show them how to macro. I feel like I'm just paying taxes here. I mean, it's not even the scouts are taking up my minerals. It's that these guys are just not mining minerals properly anymore. They're on strike. Yeah, I probably am a really bad boss. Let's be completely honest. They're probably striking for a justified reason. We're gonna go defend Ire. with a couple scouts. That is, the anger is understandable. Oh no, you think that you're gonna overlord? I'm gonna send you to the underlord. We're gonna kill these queens, they're rude. We're gonna disable their queen production, and then there'll be nothing that can stop us. And then we're gonna get... Oh, no, we can't, because attack upgrades take 730,000 years in this game. Dead Hydrus. Don't worry about that. So what we're going to be able to do is slow crawl our way over to the side, the bottom side, because we have a really fast defense force that can kind of go anywhere. And this is me being actually legitimate in my strategy. Because we have the ability to really quickly move, we can just keep taking more and more and more bases really aggressively, and it should be safe. Because look at how quick we get halfway across the map in order to defend. If that was a bigger attack, it would have been in time. But it was a very small attack, so it wasn't in time. And that's just on the enemy for being bad. I think we're going to get rid of these. We don't need them now. And if I don't need them, I don't want them. You guys are looking great. Now, I am overdoing it on gas here. And I think I'm just going to stop overdoing it on gas. I was going to try to justify it and be like, this is part of my plan. But my plan is improvise, adapt, overcome. I have to scout what the enemy is doing. And then fight from there. Oh my goodness! No! The bad faction's being attacked. Gotta repair. This ain't good. I'm gonna have to leave some scouts over here to defend. Wait. This is actually getting kind of bad. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Terran sucks, man. What a bad faction. Okay, this is a Stargate. This is a Stargate. Now our money is actually starting to get pretty crazy, which is exactly what we're looking for. We're looking for a little, like, Banjo-Kazooie level of crazy math. Crazy money. Crazy income. I miss Banjo-Kazooie. Dude, okay, I gotta vent about Banjo-Kazooie for a moment. That game, when I was a kid, was awesome. In fact, it still is probably awesome. And I got right to the end of the game. I was almost done. And then my cousin took the game and deleted my save file so that he could play. And I think it was a game with multiple save slots, too. Like, it wasn't one, it's not Pokemon where you only have one per. I think there's like 3 save slots in that game, and he still did it. And this was when I was a little kid, and I'm still moderately peeved. I don't want to say angry because that would be overstating it. I am still sad. I'm disappointed at what happened. I still wish that that had not happened and I was a happier person as a result. It is so sad. Has anyone else ever had that happen where you get so close to finishing a game? Back in the day when we had to go to Blockbuster, and every time that I say Blockbuster, by the way, I want you guys to know that I'm lying. I've like never gone to a Blockbuster. That is because Hollywood Video is what was near my house and what my parents used. However, nobody knows what I'm talking about when I say Hollywood Video, but everyone knows if I say Blockbuster. So just keep that in your mind for the future, you know. Keep that in your mind. But every time that we went to Blockbuster, and like half of the time whenever you would rent a game, you wouldn't be able to finish it in time because you were a bad kid and the game was too hard. And I don't know why I'm saying you, because I'm very clearly talking about myself here. And it's brutal, man. When you lose access to a game right as you're about to beat it, you're like on the final mission. The final mission's always the hardest. And then you're so close and you gotta send it back to Jonathan Blockbuster himself. It sucks. It's so sad. Does that happen with Game Pass these days? Because isn't Game Pass like a you rent it for a week type thing? But I guess with Game Pass, if you're having issues with it, you can always just do another week right after. It was harder to convince your parents to rent the same game over and over. And if you only had a little bit left, then it's like, are you sure you want to rent the same game? Or do you want to get a new shiny game? Because you have this for a week, bud. And if you have this for a week, you better want it. All right, we are doing very well. We have a lot of scouts, we have a lot of workers, and we can just keep making stuff. I'm going to start working on the enemy's expansions now, because we should be able to very, very easily get in and get out. I don't remember if I said this earlier, but I'm not even doing stuff like Magic Box. I don't care. I don't need it. Like, you know, with the Mutalisk, you know, F-tier unit like that, you need the Magic Box to make it its best. But for the Scout, we just attack. We just go and attack and attack and attack. We don't need micro. We don't need movement speed because we have the speed boost, so even if we get ensnared, it's fine. And then we can just take all this down. That is a lot of Hydralisks, dude. Good macro by the Overmind, I gotta say. This is why this mission is the hardest one, because they legitimately know how to make units, and that is terrifying. I think that Countdown is also kind of hard, but the defense segment is pretty easy, because you can just kind of photon cannon it. And you cannot do that here. You can't photon... Well, wait a moment. Unless you're me... Unless you're me doing a very specific challenge run, you cannot really photon cannon your way to victory if you're just a normal player doing normal player things. I think this was part of an attack. I think what happened here is that we got sandwiched between an attack and a defense. And that meant there was a lot of dudes. Because they, yeah, here they are. Take this down. Fresh reinforcements on the way. I don't think this micro is actually doing anything. Good. Yeah, so that was definitely really unfortunate timing. Whoa! The probes did not care. They just killed that. Like on their own. I love StarCraft 1 sometimes. What a weird game. The fact that workers do fight back is very funny to me, because they don't like any other game. Brother, how many Hydras do you have? He has figured out the units. As I said, the S tier is pretty strong. That's what S stands for. It's a strong tier. I'm gonna have to get more scouts. Because if we can beat the S tier, we become the S tier. Remember that. I think it was Confucius that said that. Confucius was also the type of guy who really hated when people put too many things in S tier. He was a very wise man for that reason, super based. We're gonna need more guys. We need to kill these queens anyway. They're the ones that are really cramping our style. And then once the queens are down, then we'll be able to attack the Death Star's main reactor. And we don't do low effort reaction content on this channel. We do low effort tier lists. I even said while I was doing the tier list that it is the unit that you gotta wait for like 27 minutes when you are doing to actually make good. And I should be listening to my own advice. I'm not. I keep attacking things instead of just waiting. But if I was a better player and just didn't do things instead of doing things, we'd probably be done by now. Wow. Oh, they got plagued. They got plagued, most definitely. I was like, how did they so evenly take that much damage? That's amazing. Yes, because they're sick. They have disease. But now we have so much production going on. I will say that in the comments, someone did mention the fact that the build time on the Scout is giga long. And so if you're like super new to the game and you don't build multiple production structures, it does suck. And that is a very valid point. You don't often run 9 Stargates on StarCraft 1. It's just not a thing that happens. But today... Yeah, you don't even do that for like Wraiths, because Wraiths have a reasonable build time. But now we're gaming. How many are there? Why are there so many Hydras? It's almost like you're supposed to have 400 supply to attack this enemy. Oh my goodness. They just, how many Hydras can you make? Wow.
You have not enough minerals.
Okay, we have 3 control groups, and that is enough to beat 3 Hydras. Oh, crushed them. I don't think that was an attack wave. I think that was the guys just getting baited over afterwards. Which is the thing that the enemy does. They're not very smart. Well, they're smart enough to make Hydras. Jeez, dude! It's almost like this unit is 1 supply. Oh, that is it, though. That is it, though. We have hit the critical mass. And now we're going to critically hit our opponent. Let's see, what else do we have over here? A little bit of you. I like how I say what else as if the answer is not more... more scouts. Well, I better not get plagued. That'd be really embarrassing. That would end our career very quickly. This is going good, though. It's weird not doing with this without Terran, because the Terran is usually really good. You know, you just make, like, a bunch of battle cruisers, and it's super strong, because battle cruisers are easier to play.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
But that's why battle cruisers are like S tier. Even though you don't even get them that early into the campaign. Okay, we've dealt with this. We have a lot of Scourge to take down, but we actually can take some of them out. Yeah, we lost 1 scout to 4 Scourge. It is what it is. Whoa. They're going straight for the production. They know what the most important of my units are. But what they don't know is that my move speed is exceptional. Also that I lost 2 scouts over here, which are going to help me greatly in this. Okay, that's the other thing about scouts, is that they have active camouflage for Grant, which means that sometimes you just find them. It's just like, oh, piece of scout. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Let's just ignore that plague. Don't look at my health bars, please. That's private information. Don't dox my health bars. Let's start going for the enemy's production while we're here. You know, if we have 1 HP from Plague and then they're stupid enough to use a Scourge on the unit instead of a random attack, that's an upside for us. I don't think we can kill that. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Pull back. So what we're doing is, this is actually evolution. You know, so Zerg are not the only one who can use evolution, but we have determined that some of our scouts were weak. They were vulnerable to plague, and by letting them be plagued and cold, the next generations of scouts are going to be even more powerful and unstoppable. That's the strategy here. Remember, the Protoss are experts in uplifting various civilizations or watching them or whatever it is. Unless they're Phoenix. I guess Phoenix just, like, killed all of them. Because they talk about that on the first Protoss mission. They're like, yeah, remember when we killed all these people? Yeah. And they're not around anymore, I don't think, so... I'm pretty sure that they actually did a very bad thing. Is Phoenix a bad guy? He might be. He might just be a bad old man. I don't want to think about that anymore, because I like him. Oh, you think Dark Swarm is going to stop me? I have the power of going to a different location. A different location. Can't believe they thought that that'd be good enough. Can't believe it. Man, it feels good to have an economy in StarCraft 1, by the way. Like, StarCraft 2 maps just don't really want you to have money a lot of the time. And then you play StarCraft 1 and it's like, yeah, you can be the big mineral man. The massive mineral man. That's what I'm going to call myself when I play StarCraft 1. I think we got to take down these hives first. Not because they're like the scariest thing ever. They're just being annoying. And they're here, you know. They keep making these dudes, these hydras.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Awaiting command. Locust acknowledged.
These have a lot of HP too, though. Wait, the hives have the same HP as the Overmind, don't they, if we have to kill both of them? For some reason, I thought that a hive was 1,500, but that might be a layer. Well, I mean, we're going to YOLO then. We're just going to kill it. So, being completely honest and serious here, once you get an economy, I don't think that you actually want to start with scouts a lot of the time. You know, get things set up first. But it is really smooth. I didn't have to do much. I just clicked on anti-air.
I fear we have sustained severe damage ourselves. I will.
Yay! Alright, so I might want to adjust the scout down to B tier. But legitimately, it is so much better feeling than the Wraith to use as a unit, okay? I just wanted to address the allegations against the scout. Because it's funny. But it actually do work. Unlike Wraith, who just get detected, fall over, and explode. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I do think Countdown is an easier mission. That's why I didn't do it, just for clarity. And I had a lot of fun here. I hope you did too. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.